Oh, this is the first time playing El Haloof here.
Oh, this is unfortunate. Hopped that. I decided to pick up Shadow of Mordor again, play it some more. Well, do you know what it is about? Okay, it's a Lord of the Rings game based off of, well, you were a guard captain of Gondor who watches over the pass into Mordor. Well, some shit happened and now you're in Mordor, you're semi-immortal and bound to an elven spirit, and you're trying to fight through all the orcs around here to get to a being known as the Dark Hand, which is the one that bound your spirit to the elf. Well, most of the orcs are easy kills. You're a seasoned, skilled guard captain, and the common orc isn't all that powerful. But there are orc captains that are like much more powerful, roaming around, who, captains, they lead the area. I just strolled right into where two of them are.
Oof.
Yeah. This can end badly, especially if any of them call in reinforcements.
Oh, that's no good.
Because this is a game based all around momentum and keeping up your hit streaks going against bosses. One hit or stagger, and I'm done for. Which, I mean, I can recover a couple of times before they permanently just kill me, even though it's not permanent because I'm bound to an immortal elven spirit and will respawn. Like, it's lore-wise in the game known that I respawn after the first few deaths.
Yeah.
Call me the Grave Walker. But still, it's a pain in the ass to die because it makes the enemy that killed you more powerful, and it gets it doesn't really punish you, aside from the fact that time passes, more orcs can be promoted, orcs can duel each other to gain power, so it punishes you by making your enemies more powerful.
Jesus.
Yeah. Fun game, though. I'd well say it's worth it if you like the style of game that this is. And if you don't know if you'd like it or not, you're playing tanks, but I could always just stream it for you.
Yeah. I'm about to take a break after this last one. But I've been holding to go to the bathroom.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, finally, we're in a match.
Alright, got an execution off on one.
Nice.
Right.
Targets acquired. Gotcha.
Yo,
Thanks, Commander.
doing?
Huh?
What you guys doing?
Uh, trying to win a commander with 3 available perks that I can pick.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. New event for the next week, some in World of Tanks.
Oh.
You pick one of 3 commanders as your team, and
Yeah.
you get that unique commander at the end of the event. Just whichever place you get, or your team gets, first, second, or third, depends on how many skills they start with. All of us have picked the hot woman, and not the geeky Asian or the average American gamer. Like, that's literally what they look like. Start up World of Tanks and you'll see.
No, I can see the event guide you linked.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. That's not just your average American gamer in the middle. That's your average rotund American gamer who sits in his chair all day.
Like I said when I first saw it, that looks like young Jack Black.
Got it. Oh my god, it actually does too, now that you mention it.
You know, Tenacious D Jack Black.
Yes, I know, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
you-
but that era Jack Black.
Yes. He was quite the rotund person back then, wasn't he?
He's still got some weight on him, but I think that's more just to do with his age.
Yeah.
And the beer drinking.
God.
Yeah. Jack Black is an amazing guy.
Oh god. Also, I found out something interesting about Steve-O from Jackass. You know his
Yeah.
voice?
Uh-huh.
He doesn't have any medical conditions to make his voice sound like that. When he was growing up, he used his throat muscles instead of his vocal cords. And it's just- yeah, that's why his voice sounds like that. Because he's not actually using his vocal cords.
Hmm.
Uh,
I thought it was
interesting.
all the smoking, drinking, doing God knows what, eating glass. Yes, he actually did that as a dare.
Snip up wasabi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought all of that was the cause of his voice, but no.
Oh, we're back.
It is interesting.
Yeah. And apparently now he's, under the help of a vocal trainer to try and get him to use his actual vocal cords instead of his throat muscles.
Interesting.
But I say, keep using the throat muscles is what made you famous. Apart from
Yeah.
Jackass.
away.
Yes. Hmm. Be a basic.
Hey.
Shut. Coming in. Out. Right. I reckon I give. So what are you? You ain't. Okay. Gosh. Go. No. God. Dad. You think they better get on? Jump. On. Go. Their spot is leeching. Stop. Wait. You won't talk from noon here. Okay. Noon. Any reason? You that means no. And now you bestow great. That's why I need food and grog. If we could have trusted each other, maybe Hagon would not have needed to desert us. Maybe together we would have been ready when Sauron returned. Dark fell, dark hole, and I shall never know. You weak thing! Wrong. New one. Hey.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh, get the boss. Tying you to the evil fight. He just wants flies moving back and forth all night. I would ask you. Stage the rest. Good weapon. This shrine.
Let's see. Yeah, it's almost at a 200,000 point deficit.
Different.
Uh,
Damn.
yeah, we're at 637, and they're at 469.
Okay.
It's fine. It's all my. Sure. Cheers. Yeah. I could one day travel beyond we. When dear how would grow, we would go together. It would behold the pillars of the keys. I hope that here those people can escape.
I do not know. See, the doom of man is beyond them.
Trap!
Nani here.
I blocked a 48 pen from escaping because he.
Yeah.
So my tank killed him from going out of the way to escape. So then what happens is an I-7 comes around behind him and just ammo racks the hell out of him, thanks to my dead corpse. Oh, it was funny to see that
Nice.
happen.
Too cold. It's too wet. It's too dark. What are you complaining about? That's all. More faggot. Elon on. Right. As long as they're tough to fight, I don't care. Yeah, Bob. We should send a light and see if we hear them scream. They're gratified. I don't need to have the battlefield.
Yeah, we gotta hear him scream. I heard that.
Just here. You can go in first.
Oh yeah, Splinter. You know how we were doing the 2v2s the other day?
Yeah.
You remember how TV was messaging us through Discord saying like, you know, uh, about I forgot what he was saying, and then we're telling him that oh you're at your desk, you could join us, and he's like no I'm not, and stuff.
Yeah.
I was live streaming that whole thing, right?
Yep.
So then I went back, I think later that same night, and I was looking at it, and TV was watching the stream, and he had put forgot what he wrote on the chat. I told it to Mavcles, and he's like, "Oh, that's why."
Uh-huh.
I think I was talking about the cat. Oh, blaming about the cat. No, here we go. I remember. Remember, it was like the beginning of the match, our first match. I think it was you and him running the ELC IMX,
Yeah.
and we were on Westfield, and I was fighting you two in the Panther 3K, and I was shooting
Yeah.
gold at you guys. He, he got mad at me for shooting gold at you guys in a tier 5 match.
Wow.
That's why.
I mean, yeah. It's no skill. All just like load extra gold and shoot an auto pin. You little cheater.
That tank I have is basically all gold. Even with my IS-7, it's all gold. But that was when I had premium days still available.
Yeah.
I just didn't remember that it has the gold. So I'm not doing that again.
Moving to support your position.
Much obliged. All right. Penetration. We damaged them.
Back here. Well, everyone's watching.
Yeah.
Someone watching. It would have been better if I had a second monitor. That's right. That's true.
Like a fist through a wall.
Unspotted 5A. Work alarm cabins. Oh, actually 5. I was watching Quickie Baby's we call it a tank review of the new of the Italian heavy tank line of the Carl P88
Yeah.
stuff, and he was playing on the North American server on those replays that he was showing about the tank and stuff. And you know he we call it missed a shot on the same tank, but then the T-29 comes in and kills him. But it's it's the very popular skin of the T-29 with the American flag.
Yeah.
You've seen those. He's like, wow, that T-29 skin is actually for army veterans that served in the military, and that's a pretty cool skin. I wish I had one of those.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh shit, he's complimenting America. Yeah, I was telling Zodiac about it. Like he prefers you to play that tank with the stock gun because of the better damage rate that you get with it.
Really now.
Yeah, that he's like, nah, it's worth going for the pen and the damage because it's the same.
What was that noise? Right, that bacon! It's one of us! Get each category!
What are you doing, Malgrim?
Oh, not much.
Oh, El Haloof again. I seriously don't know what to do with my bonds.
What's hell? Hey.
Oh, really? That is a great game. This game is rigged today.
Yeah.
It's like I get a lower Iglesias play hit on the E50M and it bounces, and then he shoots a heat round at my turret and it penetrates.
Oh.
Stupid. They ate it up with that track damage.
Breaking every tube. We have to get. Please help.
Right when I step away too, they start to push.
Yeah.
if you'd like it. We're your welcoming party. Ah!
Victory. Oh, we're almost at that. About what? We're about 8,000 away from passing the 200k mark.
Ooh. No! They're all try it, girl.
Wait,
No, days. Put up. No, put up.
Horrible map for this thing.
Yes, indeed.
Playing Malinovka. And I'm in the ship barn.
Yeah.
And when we have a Badger, you know, the rest are heavies, and they have a version 4 and a Badger, but, you know, I can't fight head on.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, lads?
Hello!
Howdy.
How's it going?
Pick Commander AF.
It's going.
Hey. Oh.
Commander AF is the way to go.
Oh yeah. If you get in the World of Tanks, there's a short week plus long event where you play in one of 3 teams, and you, no matter what place you get in the event, you get your team's mascot as a unique commander.
Hey.
At the end of the event, whoever's commander, well, mascot that you get first, you get 6 cents as your first perk, plus you could pick any of the 3 perks available to you for free. Second place gets 2, and last place only gets 1. And right now, Commander AF is in the lead by an astonishing 200 points. 200,000 points, actually.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm tired AF.
Well, there's a reason Commander AF is in the lead, though. Your 3 options are nerdy Asian guy, typical slightly overweight gamer, or hot babe with glasses.
Yeah.
Guess which one is Commander AF?
Ay,
The hot baby. Someone said was it the
Leave
other
them
gamer
gamers
guy
thinking with
looks
their
like
dicks.
a Jack Black person.
Yeah, I said the overweight average gamer guy actually looks like Jack Black a bit.
I do not have a shot.
So
As
it's a
long as I can
hard.
get him to voice it, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that would be amazing. They do have custom voicing, but I don't know who is what.
So you see here, there's a big case here.
Bloody hell.
These outcasts were strong to last in Mordor, to survive this winter.
Shadow. Alright then.
Oh, it would have been perfect if you were up on that hill.
Oh.
Please stay, please, please. I have a perfect sight on this version 4 and I'm about to throw a headshot at it. Just stop moving. And it decides to hit the tracks for 604. Fuck you, game.
I actually had a pretty damn good day. I went into the city to get my second COVID shot and did a bunch of other run around, but ran into a buddy of mine in one of the stores I was in, so I got to chat with him for a little bit.
Nice.
He's unfortunately not doing great. He got laid off.
Oh shit.
Well, he works in aerospace, so fewer flights means less work for him.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, shit. I was saying like, because he's in our Gunpla group. That's how I met him. It's like, yeah, you've been posting quite a bit. And he's like, well, yeah, I lost my job, so I got more time to build. It's like, oh shit, dude, that sucks. You know, the build time is nice, but not at the expense of your livelihood. Shit.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I was chatting with him for a bit, and then I guess we did some other run around. Then I went to kind of our main hobby shop for our Gunpla group, and another buddy of mine was in there when I got in, and then so wound up yakking with him and the owner for like a fucking hour. So,
Oh god.
oh.
Well, to be fair, though, you can talk a lot about Gunpla.
Oh, we weren't even talking all that much about Gunpla, just kind of life in general, like, you know, a little bit COVID, a little bit life, you know, like the owner, like him and his wife recently had twins.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh my god, they are so cute.
You're here to save us all. Don't give up.
It's like they're both Asian, so you know, Asian babies are like doubly adorable for whatever reason. Yep. So yeah, their twins are 7.5 months now, and it's like, oh, have you seen the pictures? No, I want to see picture. Shows me the picture. They're just smiling up at the camera. It's like, too fucking cute. But yeah, like 3 of us were yakking for a good hour and a bit.
Yeah, if you're jumping on tanks about now, just if you're doing the team clash, it's rigged. Just be careful.
Mode in World of Tanks that's rigged? No.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're just talking silliness now.
Dude, me and Zodiac were playing this earlier, and he was in the Yagi 100. Shot 3 rounds at an IS-7 on the weak spot, and it did not penetrate at all. And then mine's I don't know what it was, but he was watching me play. I don't know what happened.
Oi.
Oh, it was me playing 1 against 430, and none of my shots penetrated. They were all weak. And I lost to a 430 that was shooting heat as well, and they all penned. It was stupid. It was so stupid. That chat's being ballsy coming out. And where did that go?
touch your... What? That blood? Plenty straight. Well,
Thank you for pardoning. That saved my ass.
for a stupid broken shovel. Thought I'd thought it before this girl came.
Is he gonna
No,
push
really.
this? Ooh, he did not like that at all.
I was reading a bit about this one. Travelers to pay more than $2,000 for mandatory hotel quarantine. It's like, are you fucking
That's
kidding me?
stupid.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna pay
that's-
for more.
It's
yeah. Like, on one hand, I get part of it, but at the same time, to just say, sorry, go ahead.
Basically, the way the governments have set it up is, well, especially over here, if, say, Mud, you flew over to Australia for something to do with the medical field, you'd be put in quarantine, and about 90% of the money that you pay to the hotel doesn't actually go to the hotel. Guess where it goes?
Probably to the government.
Right into the government's pocket. The hotels only get paid about 10% of the mandatory fee that you have to do for the quarantine, and they also get shafted because they're not really equipped to handle it anyway.
Yeah. Well, like, the thing here, Trudeau said all arrivals to Canada will have to quarantine in an approved hotel for up to 3 days at their own expense while they await results of a COVID-19 test taken at the airport. He said that requirement, set to take effect in the coming weeks, could cost each traveler more than $2,000 and is in addition to the already mandatory pre-departure COVID-19 test.
Yeah.
Those with positive tests will isolate in designated government facilities, while those with negative result can serve the rest of the 2-week quarantine at home. It's kind of like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wait,
Our
sorry.
governments are trying to see what they can get away with.
I'm sorry, but did you just say those that tested negative can spend the rest of the quarantine at home?
Yeah.
If they fucking test negative for it, they're clear. They don't need to fucking quarantine.
Well, with that, like with the international travel, they're worried, like, depending on when they were exposed, the viral load may not be sufficient to trigger the positive upon return, so the 2-week quarantine is mandatory for anyone traveling, whether they're positive or negative. So, while I get it, like, and this is coming from a healthcare standpoint,
Yeah.
because depending on the viral loading, you know, but that's the thing with some of these new strains, like Vancouver has already has said they found a couple people with the new, like the African strain, as well as several cases of the UK strain.
Oh, an African strain of a virus. Ooh, my, that's deadly.
Well, and the news I saw about at least one of the strains that had developed down in Africa was it's like, it's not that it's more infectious necessarily, but it may be able to bypass immunity to a degree. So in that regard, I guess it is more infectious, kind of per se.
But it's
like it may not be more transmissible,
Mm.
but for someone who's It's kind of like, well, had it once, got it again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, Germany has officially banned anyone over 65 from getting the vaccine
Wow.
for legitimate reasons. They looked at the testing, well, the clinical trials. They do not want people over 65 getting a vaccine that has a 60% rate of bad effects.
Jesus.
Yeah, people that were
I
getting it in
what
the clinical
variant of the
trials,
vaccine are they using then?
I
Like
know.
even the most recent one, the Australia's the TGA, which is our drug body
Okay.
that lets drugs through,
Hmm.
is letting through the one that starts with a P. That's
Oh,
also got
Pfizer?
a 60. Yeah, that's also got a 60% problem rating with it, and they're
Really?
letting that. Yeah,
Like I got the Pfizer one, and like most
yeah.
people that I know that have got the Pfizer one, like no side effects
It depends.
beyond like I wouldn't call like spiking a mild fever after a vaccination a side effect. Like that's a common
Yeah, I know. But
effect.
people in the clinical trials were reporting week-long headaches after getting it, feeling even worse than what they already did prior to getting the vaccine. The, the list goes on. People were even having extreme allergic reactions to it, and they want everyone to get a vaccine that has that many problems with it. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, but to be fair, like you look at the side effect list for a lot of medications,
Yeah,
and
But-
some
but-
of them are worse than what they're fucking. The potential side effects are worse than what they're treating.
yes.
Like the number
I know,
of years ago.
But those medications have had years upon years upon years of testing to try and
Yeah.
get that down to low. This COVID
Well-
vaccine has less than 3 months.
That's the thing. Even within the clinical trials, basically any medical condition that crops up has to be listed as a potential side effect.
Yeah.
Someone doing I had to take Ativan at one point several years ago. Like just
Mhm.
I had some shit go down,
Yep.
and I barely slept for like 3-4 nights. So they're like, well, here we'll give you. Like I had to go on short-term stress leave, and the doctor gave me some Ativan to help me sleep.
Yep.
But I was reading through the side effects, and it's like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking worse than a shitty sleep for a few nights.
Mm.
Not that you're necessarily going to get those, but the
Yeah.
list of potential side effects is kind of like.
Mm.
But even like
Oh.
anti-nauseants, like when
Yeah.
they're doing clinical trials, if somebody for whatever reason has nausea while they're on an anti-nauseant, well, guess what? Well, this anti-nauseant may cause nausea. Okay, wait, what?
Yeah. I'm
This
also
sleeping
not
pill may
very
cause
happy.
insomnia. Like,
Oh god. I'm actually not happy with the TGA right now.
what was that?
They have a set rule for the entire TGA body. Any drug that wants to be sold here has to be rigorously tested by them for up to 7 years before it is legally allowed to be sold and distributed here in Australia.
7 years.
That's their hard law.
Wow.
Yeah. Or their hard rule. One of the politicians, her name's Pauline Hanson.
What came to what
She wanted to try and get medicinal marijuana for people with legitimate health problems, and they find that's the only thing that works for them.
And CBD,
Well,
etc.
she went to the TGA, and they said, "Oh no, we've got to test it for up to 7 years, even though everywhere else in the world that uses it has done decades of research on it and found it to be good. It's like, why not just pull the research that's been done,
Yeah.
do a small amount of tests, and using the research that's already been done to make a decision instead of going, oh, we'll test it for up to 7 years to make sure it's safe. It's like, because one of the politicians actually came up and said a really good point. Why does the TGA have to spend up to 7 years testing a drug to make sure it can be sold and distributed in Australia, and yet with this vaccine, they decided, oh, we'll let it in after 3 to 6 months.
There, I just sent you the link there.
That just sucks.
Well, so there's apparently 4 strains that are causing them some concern. Like, it's one of those things that I kind of take with a grain of salt, but
yeah. I mean, I know about the one spotted in the UK.
Yeah, the B117.
Yeah.
It's like, what makes B117 so pernicious is that people infected have higher viral loads, meaning they produce more viral particles when they're infected. Higher viral loads are associated with a higher risk of death and more severe disease. Well, it's like that Russian scientist that decided to try and reinfect himself after having it the first time.
Why?
So he had it.
Why would he do that?
It's a Russian scientist.
I mean,
like, there was a Russian scientist that stuck his, not realizing that it was active, but stuck his head in an active particle accelerator and took a took a multi-mega electron volt proton to the skull.
Yeah. I mean, there's countless stories of and documented evidence of doctors and scientists doing stuff like that, getting told off, and then getting a Nobel Peace Prize because what they did, especially in the case of doctors, meant that we have a vaccine or a way to treat something. Because I'm pretty sure there was one with I think it was something to do with malaria or something. Two of the research scientists purposely infected themselves and then infected themselves with something else to see what would happen to the malaria. Well, they got really, really sick, but at the same time, the other thing that they gave themselves killed off the malaria.
Yeah. But anyway, like this Russian doctor, so, like I say, he had COVID once and had a very mild case of it, relatively mild symptoms, so in an effort to see if he could be reinfected, he went wandering around active COVID wards with no PPE. And I'm reading this going, well, and then so he recontracted it and was commenting that, his symptoms were so much worse than the first time. Well, what the fuck do you expect? The severity of the symptoms is tied in no small part to the viral load you receive. If you get hit with 10 particles, you're going to have mild symptoms. If you get hit with 1,000 particles, well, yeah, you're going to have a shit time. So you're going to go walking around an active COVID ward where people are actively coughing, dealing with active COVID patients without any sort of, with no mask, no goggles, nothing, and then, I was a lot sicker the second time. Well, no shit. Well, you do a shot of whiskey, you might get a buzz. You pound a 2.6, you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, and he did it to see whether you could get reinfected with the same virus.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what the timeline one between the first and second infections was. But yeah, like even if you've had the flu, like yeah, you have a degree of immunity. But if you
Yeah.
if you deliberately go and overwhelm that, your antibody load, yeah, your body's still like yeah, your body can produce the antibodies needed to fight the infection. But if you it's like a small, okay, there's 10 people protesting and there's 10 cops on duty. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, we're fine. We got 10 cops on duty. Next time they come around, now you got 10,000 unruly, protesters, and it's like,
We're fucked.
well, we'll do what we can, but yeah, they're coming through.
Yeah.
It was like the Capitol with what little protection they had. They just whoop, right on in.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of the capital thing, the security actually legitimately let most of them in.
Who was infected?
No, the riot, the protest, the majority of the people there were actually let in by the security of the Capitol.
I was using the Capitol as an analogy for immunity.
Yeah, I know,
And
but
infection. Well, he kind of tuned in partway through. Went, what infection? Capital?
yeah, but you know what I'm.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He didn't know what I meant.
No, hang on. What am I? Whatever. Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, like this
Yeah,
guy, like I
that's-
say. But like the other analogy is like, oh yeah, you take a couple shots of whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your liver, take 2-3 shots of whiskey back to back. Yeah, fuck yeah, you might get a little buzz.
Yeah.
Liver goes, no problem. Whoop, bye. You
Yeah.
pound a 2-6.
Yeah.
Liver's like, holy fuck, I can only do so much at a time here, dude. You're gonna be messed up for a while. Like kind of similar with the viral loading. Yeah. Yeah, it's such in that article there, Mel.
As soon as you mentioned the Capitol, I had to mention that.
Yeah.
Because I had it out of the media saying, oh, they all barged in. No, they didn't.
408
Security-
are being prosecuted for that.
Even though they were legitimately let in by the security.
Over
Because there is actually...
They
There's
did
actually-
kind of vandalize the federal building.
Well, the ones that broke all the windows and that were actually egged on by Antifa and BLM members that were there.
Egged on or not, they are the ones caught having broken into it. I'm not saying I don't support them getting in and saying fuck you to the government. The government really
Yeah.
needs that wake up call, but
Yeah.
they did
I know.
go in and break shit.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
did post saying that, how they broke in, it was all like white supremacists and stuff, and they took it more seriously with the rights, so like the white supremacists and the break into the Capitol. If it was a Black Lives Matter movement, it would be, completely different on the turnout, Like it would be more it would be very bad for, for the US government and everything on the way it's happening right now. But, lucky it didn't happen that way.
Well, the BLM have already turned their backs on Biden.
Oh yeah. You can't trust a terrorist group.
No. This may sound bad to me, but I reckon BLM, Antifa, need to be wiped out.
Pretty much.
You think that's bad? Way too many people agree with you.
I mean, I'm not one to usually wish ill on someone or a group of people, but some of the shit that they've done, it's inexcusable.
Yep. Firing squad.
Yep.
121 guns.
Also, I'm not happy with the American government how they treated the National Guard.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Apparently, California has its own variant as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, speaking of the security for Biden's inauguration, guess what one of the politicians wanted there?
What?
A crapload of Mardusas.
Please rescue my friends before they're killed. They don't know what you're requiring.
Ah.
Yeah. And she also said if any of the people that show up start acting angry or anything, open fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alden needs to take one and open fire on her.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can understand the security need for the time because shit's not very stable at the moment in America, but at the same time, you don't want to put too much there because then it's just going to cause even more trouble. What else has been shitting the American news recently? Oh yeah, Biden stopped construction of the border wall.
Oh.
Yep.
Moving to cover your flank.
Oh dear, and China decided to tick off the U.S. Navy.
Uh-huh.
Yes, by simulating an attack on a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier.
Hey then.
Yep, the aircraft carrier in question had to scramble fighters apparently. And Chinese Defense Minister has openly said if Taiwan decides to pursue independence from China, they're just gonna ruffle stomp them. Fucking
Is
wonderful.
anybody surprised that they finally admit to it?
No. No. They're just reaffirming what we already know, what we already think about them.
Like a possible spiritual successor to Spore, Biomutant, coming May 25th, 2021.
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait, when did you say it was coming out?
May 25th.
Ooh, that's 6 days before my birthday. Yeah.
Funny enough, it's 6 days after my birthday.
Oh
Yeah.
God. You're May 19th.
May 19th. You're May 31st.
nice.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
May
God.
buddies!
Uh,
One of our radiologists is also May 19th. It's kind of funny.
Oh, nice.
Wait!
It's like walking by, it's like coming in on my birthday with some treats. Like, oh, hey, happy birthday! And she's kind of looking at me like, what? It's like, how'd you know that? It's like, well, it's the same day as mine, so it's easy to remember. She's like, oh, happy birthday then! Because we have a calendar in our file room where they can write all our birthdays and that. So, what the? Oh, cool. Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
Mercy lots.
Get your ass open! Get us
oh,
all!
I got quite a few games on my wish list that are still not released yet.
Wow.
I've got Warhammer 40K Dark Tide. That I am actually really looking forward to.
Nice.
Basically, it's Warhammer Vermintide in the 40K universe. Starbase Startopia, which is essentially a remake of the game Startopia from... Oh God, when did Startopia come out?
You maggot!
2001.
That's what you get for trespassing in Mordor. Now let's finish you off.
What else have I got on the wish list that's still taking ages to come out? Iron Law, which is like Dwarf Fortressy sort of thing. Oh yeah, going medieval. Wish that would hurry up. Mechanic Simulator. Lords and Villains. Cyber Factories Fightlanders. Let's see. There
Got
is...
enough of my buddies there today. Like, we got talking about the whole GameStop thing, and
Yeah?
the one guy, like, he teaches business ethics, but he was kind of commenting on, like, a lot of those hedge funds are also tied to a lot of, like, cop and firefighter pensions down in the States. So he's like, yeah, I imagine a lot of them are getting a little worried about all this shit.
I'm fucked beyond fucking.
What was that, Smutter?
Still what?
He just kind of
Yeah.
rambled
Yep.
randomly.
Still waiting for Dwarf Fortress to come out on Steam.
Yeah. I just
You might put a decent fight. Seems I was wrong.
back. I
Are you
was
yakking at us or at the game?
at the game.
Okay.
I was trying to catch a worm, which is the name for weak information gathering orcs. You know, the sneaks who like to keep rumors and blackmail, so I could interrogate him. Well, let's just say there was a captain orc around who noticed me pretty fucking quickly.
Oops.
And, okay, I got drawn into a fight with him. And then a second captain appeared.
God.
And then a third captain appeared.
Oh God.
As well as a bunch of regulars.
No, fucking hell.
So, yeah, I just, died. Got killed by Ungrat the Black. Oh god. Motive: reminding his supporters for the 100th time that he killed Talion. Talion is your character in this game. So and it's like, yeah, you're not the first, you won't be the last. But I shall always return from the grave because I have been accursed. And you shall eventually die. Alright.
China National Nuclear Corps said it's the first of its Hualong 1 units, third generation pressurized water nuclear reactors, began commercial operations on Saturday.
Ooh.
Who's?
China.
Oh god.
The Hualong 1 units, designed to have a 60-year lifespan, have an installed capacity of 1.161 million kilowatts each. Jeebus.
I'm gonna have to press. I'm actually gonna.
This marks that China has mastered independent third-generation nuclear power technology following the US, French, Russia, and others. The company said in a statement on its official WeChat account.
It's X'd out on the 60-year lifespan.
Yeah.
I say give it 10 years before it starts fucking up. Hell, give it a year. Knowing Chinese goods.
Not to mention their safety records and...
No.
Maybe we'll have another Chernobyl and it'll fix our Chinese problem.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, if it happens, it happens, but no doubt they will try and play it towards the Chinese people that it was the Westerners that caused it.